Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 127 with me, Sid. I've been out busy, I just need to grab another piece of cobalt. So I have been busy, and what I have been busy doing is I need to get some obsidian. I think I need 8 per, and my obsidian stocks are particularly low at the moment. So I've been out collecting ores. I've also got these in there for a reason, and I've just been looking at things to do next. I've also need to just get this going, and I know I was going to work on the villager trading, and I'm just not getting the vibe right now. It's, things. So I have got a quest to make item conduit, fluid conduit, and redstone conduit, and energy conduit, but I already had those. That is one of the quests on my list. The other one that I am playing with is somewhere around over here. No, there. Tantalum ore. So I have got on my map a patch of this manganese over there. I may have manganese somewhere else. I haven't found. Well, it could be on here, it might not be on here. And I've been over there and I've been diggy getting this manganese ore. I'd actually already been over there getting this manganese ore, but that's what I've been up to largely. So we've got the gross molecular ore. We've got this thingy, don't need you. That can go in, and we got you there, that, and that can all go away, as can that, and that can stay with me. And if we just have a look at my inventory, that's largely okay, with the possible exception of that. The other thing that's not okay is my lunchbox is empty, which is not a good place to be when you're mining. I had to come back because my pick ran out, hence why I'm wondering whether I can get myself some obsidian. But first things first, let's just have a peek at what we've got ready to eat out of the stuff that's here and ready. Not a lot. Let's have a look what we've got. That we can, a large bacon sandwich. We can definitely go with you. We've eaten you, had you. We've got a hamburger. Can't make another hamburger, and I can't apparently make a cheeseburger, so that's fine. We can have hash. We can have some chili. We can have some extreme chili. And we can also have chili. That's that. Pot roast would go down nicely, as that will go down okay as well. I actually do need to do a fair bit of cooking, I think, because I am somewhat challenged in my food department as well. Right, let's just have a look at the map. Let's turn you off briefly. Any surface lava worth speaking of that we could go and quickly yoink? The answer has got to be no. There is no surface lava worth speaking of that we can quickly yoink. So, not that I can see down. Yeah, that's probably a spot. There's something over there. Could be surface lava, could be just a flow. So maybe don't worry about that. What I was thinking of was getting a reinforced. I've got 4 modifiers on my pick, and I was thinking that we could we could get 4 reinforcement modifiers. Now, if I remember rightly, 5 reinforcement modifiers meant that you basically had a 0% chance of durability loss on your tool, which kind of would be a bit of a waste on this, to be honest, because it's got, you know, mending. So because I don't like travelling overland, you know, I've said this before, I'm a risk manager. One of my jobs is evaluating risk and ensuring that, you know, we don't end up getting sued because somebody did something stupid, which was avoidable. Which means that, generally speaking, I won't say that I'm risk averse, but I am risk aware. So yeah, we've got gold and magnetite down here. This is a nice little vein down there, and I, rather than travelling above ground, I decided to go and make a tunnel all the way out to the manganese vein, only to find out when I got there that I'd already been there and I'd dug down from the surface, which was a bit embarrassing, just a smidge. The other thing I found down here, which I've not really investigated, but I'm not in any desperate rush to investigate either, is, well, you'll see in a minute. There you go, that's a spawner up there. So, zombie, I believe. So we can potentially get some loots and light that up. It's surrounded by a cave, which makes it a little bit awkward to excavate, but yeah, you know, always good to have a thing. So this is where we are, and I went, oh, let's go down, and I got to here and there was a hole, and when I went in here I found this going up, so kind of a little bit embarrassing. But this is the manganese vein, and I've dug out all of that down there. We dug out all of that over there and there. This way there isn't anything. There's only literally, it's a veneer of like 1 thick. We've gone a little bit further on that bit, but it goes that way 1. So it's really not worth it. And then there's this weird block name thing going on here as well. We actually don't really need that much from up here. What we need is on there low. Is on the just let me keep knocking these out. Hey, gravel. It's my least favourite block. Well, least favourite block, possibly a bit over the top. It's maybe not my least favourite block, but it's certainly not my most favourite block. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, actually thinking about it, and this is just me being weird here. If someone said to you, you have to pick your most favourite block and your least favourite block in Minecraft, and well, let's keep it wide open in Minecraft, modded or unmodded, because you know that the modded status of the choices makes a difference, I suppose. In modded, you know, gives you more choices. Well, what is it? And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to try and think of mine while we're at it. I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you could have lots of different favourite blocks for lots of different and, you know, often equally good reasons. You know, I mean, if you were to say, you know, your favourite block because you use it all the time, well, dirt probably scores very highly because it's one that we use so much just for scaffolding. Cobblestone, you know, it's a staple. So yeah, it's a difficult one, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm not entirely sure what my answer is. Clearly, for favourites, it's all about personal preference, so there is no wrong answer. But yeah, what's your favourite block, and what's your least favourite block? I mean, I suppose again, if you were to look at a least favourite block or, you know, things, it would be potentially say lava. Lava could be a least favourite block because, you know, it's probably killed. We've probably all died at some point to the joys of the lava. So yeah, that would be an obvious one to pick as a kind of a least favourite. Yeah, I've not got my void thing out, have I? So hence why I'm picking up all the stone. Doesn't matter. We can work with it. So yeah, this is a relatively straightforward quest. It's just it's a quest that requires time and effort. Let me just get those on so I can make sure I'm working in each chunk, and also let's get these on so I can ensure that I am not leaving anything spawnable, because I hate. We shouldn't have a problem because we won't be far enough away from this spot here for you know, spawns to trigger, but there's always a chance. So yeah, apologies for the road noise again, as usual. We've got a real problem where I live with a lot of kids with motorcycles. It's a recent thing that there's a whole load of people just blaring around on low engine capacity two-stroke bikes, and let's be honest, those two-stroke bikes are probably one of the most annoying sounds out there. I think the only thing more annoying than a two-stroke motorcycle engine is probably a gnat with flatulence. Yeah, you can see these have got some weird glitch. This is probably from when I've upgraded at some point, but it's alright, we can take those out. And I know this only goes back one block, so I'm not going to even bother digging any further in for that. And then this one, I'm going to assume, like this, will go perhaps 3 back. So again, we can just work this out and get these out. But I'm going to mine this vein out, I think, if I can, and we'll mark it as depleted, and then we can, you know, move on to bigger and better things and find another vein of it for when we need one. Hopefully we won't need to find one for meeting this quest, because yeah, we still need quite a bit of the tantalite, and we definitely need a whole load of that. But I think that's that pink stuff down there, so hopefully we'll find a lot more of that on the low level, because the way these veins spawn, they spread out a wee bit. I'm wondering whether there's even anything further back, you know, on this one, because there's not a single block on that wall. Let me put one there. So yeah, a bit more mining, and we should be able to complete this quest quite easily. But I don't think there is anything any further back there. That just looks to be it, which is fine. I don't have an issue. But I do need a bite to eat. Pot roast. No. Right, let's have a look. What do I not need? I don't want that gravel. That much is for certain. I'm not worried about anything else there. So yeah, that's probably everything off of the top level. So we can go down and continue on the bottom level, which is more of the same fun. But this time we're going to be going from here, and I'll go back 6 on this one. I know there's nothing in this bit here, but it fits my design. I kind of have a pattern which I like to place my torches in, so yeah. Well, there's no other reason than that really, but we'll continue, and we've got that, and we've got all of that over there, and all of this over here, tantalite there, look. So I think we've got a good chance of being able to complete this quest out of this section. So I'll be back in a short while. Alright, we've almost finished. I need 2 more of that, and I've got 2 more. I was really worried that we were going to tap out at just shy, but no, there's 1, there's 2, and that is complete. So what I do need to do is get myself some pickup there. This, we go back just down this length, and then probably down that as well, and then this will be this actual vein. I think this is only the 2nd vein that I will have actually completely exhausted. Or at least it's the only one I've realised I've completely. It's the 2nd one I've completely exhausted. If we have a look at the journey map and turn these on, that one, the diamond. Oh no, so 2. I've depleted the iron vein as well. So it'll be the 3rd in 127 episodes. So yeah, it's not a common occurrence. I'm going to guess once we get more quarry-like tools, I'm going to also guess. I'm just going to go 1 more just to see. Yeah, there's a little bit look, so I suppose we should just make sure that these are exhausted. I think we can be reasonably confident that that is the case. Now there's a little bit going on here, but not much, and I'm not sure how much more time I want to invest excavating an area that might be tapped out. Yeah. You see, it's doing its damnedest to make sure that I continue. Well, you know what? There's maybe 20 blocks there. Let's just make sure we do due diligence and get everything. because a little bit up there, look, you swine. You're going to make me want to go back up now. I'm just not gonna. Right. I think, with the exception of some teased blocks in that block over there, I think that we can mark that and deplete it. I'm going to head back to the base. When I hit this, it's going to stop my recording, so I'll see you back at home. And we're back. So we should be able to stick another ingot of stainless on. We're getting very close to completing that. That's the wrong place. And we can go and put this all away, which is all good. We're going to have to, I'm running out of spaces again. This is probably one of the more irritating sides of this, is just the sheer volume of blocks you end up with. And again, there's no point doing certainly not the tantalite anyway. If we look at U, we can macerate U, and that will give me impure tantalite, which we can centrifuge out tantalite and manganese, and if we stick it in a electrolyzer we can get manganese and tantalum in a HV blast furnace will make hot tantalum ingots, which in turn in a chemical bath with IC2 coolant will make tantalum, and tantalum can be made into stuff. And I don't know why I want it, but you know, apparently I do. So I'm going to just take out, there's a bit of coal ore, so we can break that down. Didn't I have lignite? I did. And I think that should be largely that. And that is also now too much of those. So let me go and cook. Do you know what? I'm not bothered about one piece of crushed stuff. What I do want to do is just cook up those 2 ingots of not even tidied up my copper processing from earlier. So that can go in there. Got loads of copper. Lots and lots of lovely copper. Okay. Then we can pop down you. 1, 2, 3. And we can pop down you. And somewhere in one of these we can grab that and you cook down to cost. It makes no sense at all, does it? Better to forge hammer it, I suppose. Okay, off you go. That gives me a bit of coal anyway. I don't know whether there's a nice coal vein on that. It's literally the next ore chunk over is a coal vein, and we've gone right through it. So yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what these. We're going to have to run the seismic thing again at some point. The seismic thing, yep. Technical to speak, eh? That's my strong point. So, let us go and see what we can see. So I'm going to get some celery soup, and I can have 2 medium voltage or these tantalum bolts. Now what on earth do I do with tantalum bolts? So a tantalum bolt can be used to make tantalum screws, obviously, a nugget, a double layer ender IO capacitors. Okay, we can turn you down to a screw, we can recycle you, and a tantalum screw is used for apparently nothing. Okay, so I suspect, since we can't get these for a while, we are going to grab those, just because they seem a more sensible thing to take than a couple of random chances at some crap. Let's be brutally honest. Right, so we can stick that away, and we can come in, we can have a look at this ender IO stuff. So the item conduit is a small electrum item pipe and pulsating iron plates. Pulsating iron is pulsating iron dust. No, not helping me at all here, are you? It's a mixing job, isn't it? Ender pearl powder, redstone alloy dust, and that makes those. So if I need 8 of those, I'm going to need to do 3 lots of that. So I need 3 ender pearl dusts, 3 redstone alloy dusts, and 3 iron dusts. Redstone alloy, 1, 2, 3. Don't suppose I have any of those dusts floating around here, do I? That would be too much to hope for, wouldn't it? 3 ender pearl dusts. Let's have a look. Which we get by macerating a block of ender pearl I'm going to say that that's a lot actually. Hang on a second, let me just go and ender pearl dust, macerate, centrifuge, electrolyze. So I think we are going to need to do that. All that, but what do we use ender pearl rods for? Ender pearl bolts. What do we use ender pearl bolts for? Ender pearl screws. We use ender pearl screws for retrieval nodes. Is it worth it? No, I don't think it is. And I've got 20. Now I think a block of ender pearl should be 9 ender pearls melted down. Oh, we've got liquid. Oh. Don't have much fuel, that's for certain. So probably need to go and address that. Calm down. Got buckets, got that. We're all good. I'm going to go down and grab some lava. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, that should be enough. And I didn't have, because we'd already got some ender in, the liquid ender in there, and I don't know how I got that in. I can only assume an enderman teleported in and died. So yeah, that gives us that, and it means we can put the other ender pearls away, because I don't have a renewable source of those other than going and beating up endermen, and you know, not my idea of a good time. So we can put you through the macerator to get 9 ender pearl dust. I only need 3, so I'll have plenty spare. Do I just want to go? Let's take that out and pop that in. Then we'll pop those back in. Put that away. Oh dear. Another warm weekend. 4th British heatwave this year. If you believe in that kind of thing, which I don't. But, there you go. 1, 2, 3. And then we need iron, and that will blast furnace with oxygen. I think we've got the right temperature. Have I actually got it? I just really should do check, shouldn't I? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fluid conduit, electrical steel. Have I got any electrical steel? I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Redstone alloy. Have I got any redstone alloy? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Redstone alloy can go away. Ender pearl dust can go there for now. Oh well, we've got it for when we need it. Plates, let's get those turned into platelets. Might I advanced bending machine? I think they just go in on one, don't they? If I recall. Yeah, Y mill, fluid extractor, extruder, bending machine. Yeah, program 1. So that's the plates for all of those. So we're going to need electromiton pipes, we're going to need copper fluid pipes and red alloy wire. Some of these are cheaper than others. You need polyethylene, you need polyethylene. But that's fine. Now I don't know how much I'm going to be able to use these. In theory, they should connect everything together, but theory being, theory, it could quite easily be the case that they don't. So let's start off with you, shall we? Assembler 8 red alloy wires. Boop. Assembler, take that out, get rid of that. Not going to use any of that molten red alloy, so that's all good. I'm not even sure what that's doing in there, to be honest, but we'll take it out. So that will give me those, and then we are into copper fluid pipes. Copper fluid pipes, we're going to extrude 3 ingots on a normal pipe. So 3/8 24. 24 copper. Lovely. I'm kind of trying to predict what episode it'll get, but it'll be before I actually get round to doing this piece of work that I'm putting off, which is the moving of the storage system. Oh, I've done this. Hang on. There we go. Panic over. Okay, there's 8 of those to go with those, and then these need 8 small electrum, and electrum is 1 electrum ingot, and electrum is gold and silver to make 2, so I need just to go and do that. That's nice and straightforward. It's almost too easy. Worryingly so. Almost like it's going to try and force me to work on the villager trading hall, which I suppose is not a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure what we can get out of villager trading, but we'll you don't know until you try, in my experience. So those need to be turned into small pipes. Boop. Boop. Put those away. Get those. Now I just need my polyethylene. And hope I've got enough. No. Right, so you're going to use an ingot per. I probably don't have enough. Just a feeling. I might do. Might just have enough, but I'm going to have to make a whole load more. Oh, I hate that stuff as well. Maybe that's what we should make for our first machine, is an automated polyethylene maker. You know, our first dedicated piece of kit. So we've got you, and then we're going to do those, and again it's going to take an ingot's worth per, isn't it? Yeah. We will have enough, but we're not going to have a lot left over. Alright, let me just check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're going about 38 minutes, so we'll probably not get much more than this done. This has been largely a utility, getting a few more quests out of the way. See, that is the one I think is going to be the most, well, these two are going to be the most useful. I don't think we'll be worried about that. This potentially, but I don't know whether it will transfer. And that's our conduit quest, which I'm going to take the item conduits, And then it's going improving conduits. You've got the filters. Okay, so basic filter. These were quite expensive, weren't they? Yes, they were. Big item filters. Contributes on their own, but yeah, by using filters. You get 32 item count. That's pretty good. I mean, it's expensive because then we need the advanced item filter, which means we need to get into slice and okay, yeah. There's a lot of expensive stuff there, but these are awesome. So I'm happy enough that we've got those. I've got no idea what I'm going to do for a screenshot for this. Oh, we're probably going to need to go and grab that polyethylene. That's what little bit we've got left. But yeah, I think that is probably about it for this episode. I'm going to continue on between episodes working on this. We're still waiting on getting more steam, so working on that. And next episode we will definitely tackle that villager trading post whole thing. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.